Hi everybody, nice to have you here. Today I will talk about making easy things. So, before I started with permaculture and was involved in that, I was involved in martial art. And you all know that you are a white belt, and then you graduate up to become a black belt. And everybody who think they can start with the black belt techniques directly, jump over everything else, they will fail heavily. Yeah. So we don't have this belt system in permaculture. There's nothing such in farming. So that is a pity. It would be really beneficial for many things. But I will talk a little bit now about why I think this is important, because you go to a PDC and you learn in 72 hours a lot of techniques, and then you should go home and start. And something in this, some things in permaculture are very simple, and some things are more complicated. And we start and we fail, or we don't even know where to start, because it's in theory it's easy, but in practice it's hard. So we feel dumb. We want to quit. We don't want to do it. So I will try explain a little bit how you should think about this. And this is pure my pure knowledge from martial art. So here now I'm working with my growing boxes here. So for some you think, oh wow, nice, but they are really simple to make. And why do I say that? Because they are. It's you see, it's not a roof on a house. If I should build the roof of my house, I starting and build the roof of my house, and then find out that, wow, the house need a bottom. Yes, you can be very stupid, and when you are a new beginner, and I cannot do it. So I have to here see what can I do myself, and where do I need other people. So many think that because they've now gone this course and they come up, they are a one-man show. They should do everything by themselves. Many likes that, of course, and many people are very skilled. So I won't stop them. But maybe you are not one of those people. You maybe been sitting on the office or something else. Yeah? Done something else. You are skilled in something else. So these boxes are so simple for me. And this means I can do them myself. Yes, but they are not that simple, so that I don't learn things from doing them. Because when you start engage in something, you always learn. You do it many times, and you get better and better. Like in martial art, you start with your white belt and you work together with other white belts, and you work with white belt techniques that they're not so advanced, that you don't need a lot of skills. You don't need a lot of physics behind it. This you must train up, and when you have more balance, you have more muscle, you have more stamina, you are faster, and so on. You can after a while starts to do more advanced things in it. The same thing here. So in martial art or Kung Fu, we say you learn it and then you do it 10,000 times, and then you have an understanding of it. Still not a master after 10,000 times, but you have an understanding. So that's why for me, I'm out here and doing these boxes. I practice my skill. I know how to make a box, these boxes now, or these growing boxes, and I do it many times. Now I practice my skills, so I get better and better. And hopefully one day maybe I can build the roof, but it needs more skills. And here, why do I want it to be simple in the beginning? Because if you make a mistake, it doesn't cost that much. It's just a small box. It doesn't ruin me. It doesn't take advanced tools. I don't have to invest in a lot of advanced tools before I know if I can do it or not. And it's safe. I will probably not hurt myself. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. So you see, it's a safe environment to work in. Like when you are a white belt. You go there, you are with beginners, you have a teacher, and the pressure is not so hard. You're not testing these techniques directly in a fight. No, you start very slow, and you are friendly to each other. Your training partner helps you, and so on. And after a while, when you're ready, then we say, okay, let's test it. We spar a little bit, we're fighting a little bit, and see what's happened. Yeah. And this is also a good way to think when you start with new things in life and start to build things. Well, don't pressure yourself too much in the beginning. Work with simple things. So find the simple things that you can do, and those advanced things you really know. For example, my solar panels out here. Could I build them myself? No, I cannot. It's made in a German factory, and the technology, it's so advanced. There's no chance I can make solar panels, of course. So I accept that and let somebody else create the solar panel, and then the experts come and put them in here for me. Could I have done much of this myself? Yes, but I chose to not to do it because, okay, I'm not ready for that yet. So I work with with wood here. That is more simple. And it sounds very obvious, but if you think about it, there are so many things in society. It's so complex, and we often think that we should be able to do more than we actually do, and then we feel dumb, and we feel sad because we can't, but we shouldn't. This is the reality. In the beginning, we are new beginners, and we're not good at it. But that is not a society today we live in. They don't accept failure. They don't accept that you're not good, because it costs the company or what you're working with. It costs money. It costs more money for them. So they want you to be an expert directly. So you hide that you have no clue what you're doing, and pretend. And that is a really not nice feeling. It's a really bad feeling. Society nowadays is actually really hard and cruel. We should accept that we are not a computer and not a robot and so on. And soon it will be even worse with the new technology, AI and so on, because they will do many things perfectly from the beginning, and we are humans and we are not. So we must accept that we fail. So now, next step. So look how I've made my boxes here. It's 3 small boxes here in good height for me, so I can easily work with it, and overview, so I can easily see everything. I don't have to be down on the floor. I can easily see here what I'm doing. So this is the same idea I have about these boxes. Now here, in small scale, I can, in the easiest environment for me to see and work and for the plant to grow, I can observe and learn. So here I can have, if let's say I have 3 new plants that I have never ever worked with. Now I put one in each box. There is no competition from nature outside and so on. I only have these 3 very isolated boxes, and I put the correct soil in that plants need, and I can see, I can watch, and I can learn. And it's, you see, so small boxes, it's not big. So you think, oh, you will not earn any money on those small boxes and working, but that is not my idea. My idea now to embrace that I'm a new beginner and I have to learn a lot of new stuff. So I will test 3 different things in here and see what's happened. And do it over and over again until I understand. And maybe the things I fail with 2 boxes, but I have 1 boxes that was correct. And then, wow, this is how I should do. So I will continue to do more of these boxes, so I can continue to experience. And then when I know a little bit more, now I can put them out in the nature and make it big scale. Yes. Uh, this is a typical, martial art attitude to it. It's always be a new beginner, and you start with simple techniques and you test and train, because if you start to do advanced technique and you want to do it aggressively and fast and so on, you will damage yourself, you will hurt yourself. So there you have directly feedback. Don't overdo it because you will crack. It's a little bit harder in permaculture because it's not you, it's some plants and you can't talk to them. Not yet. We'll see what technology come up with, but for now we just have to observe and watch and see what's happened. So you see, this mentality, starting with easy things, not advanced things, and have a success. And then, wow, you go for yellow belt. So maybe in the future I will create a graduation kung fu version of permaculture here in Lithuania. That will be something here. Yeah, that will be cool. So always be a new beginner, but with great skills. Have a nice day.